life is just you and me now, Reacher!
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're looking at the most memorably choreographed and awesomely brutal action scenes on Amazon Prime's Reacher. Beware of major spoilers ahead.
Are we gonna die? Let's find out.
Number 10. Snipers at the Funeral.
Get down! I got you. Come on. Go. Get out of here. Go.
The 1/10th can't find peace when laying one of their own to rest. While attending Calvin Franz's funeral, Reacher spots 2 extra rifles during the 21-gun salutes. The crowd disperses as the snipers open fire, and the 1/10th sneak around tombstones with pistols out.
All right. I'll draw their fire, you take them out.
Negative.
You can do this. You're a great shot.
You're a slow runner.
After Neely eliminates one of the shooters from a distance, Reacher and Russo chase down the other for violent questioning. This funeral crash throws a solemn occasion into a dynamic set piece. Though the suspense is limited by confidence in the hero's survival, it asserts that they're never safe from danger with New Age. The intel that their comrade Tony Swan ordered the hit is enough to round out the tension.
And who hired you?
Some guy called Swan.
Number 9. Back Alley Battle. Reacher picking up his brother Joe's investigation only gets more pressing when he and Roscoe find a list of phone numbers.
Looks like a punch list.
Just then, a pair of mercenaries attempt a drive-by shooting that turns into a cat-and-mouse shootout. This shocking sequence packs in a diverse array of action styles to hold the audience's breath. Reacher lures the attacker's car into a back alley, then takes one of them out. Now things are personal for this mercenary's partner and cousin. Luckily, Roscoe catches up just in time to end the ensuing fight, for good. One of Reacher's closest brushes with death reminds us how much the big man depends on backup.
Thanks.
You made them follow you because you had Joe's note.
So you'd stay alive.
Number 8. Prison Bathroom. The towering Jack Reacher's fighting skills are first showcased during a brief stint in prison.
What you want?
To give you a choice. See, you're in my house, Fatso, and you didn't ask permission. So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat ass out in a bucket.
Granted, his one-sided brawl with an unwanted cell visitor is more of a show of brute strength. However, Reacher needs to be much more coordinated when a group of inmates are hired to assassinate him in the bathroom.
If you boys knew what's about to happen to you, you'd leave now. So I'll give you to the count of 3.
He manages to expertly dispense with all of them before guards show up to the Rumble's bloody aftermath. This pilot episode scene firmly establishes the show's distinct flair for frenzied violence, even against the action star. Needless to say, you wouldn't want to mess with Reacher, even in the most vulnerable settings.
The hell are you two doing down here? Come on, let's go before the warden sees.
Number 7. Construction site destruction.
So, can I ask you another question? What do you want to do about the 2 guys that are following us?
The 1/10th take their investigation into Franz's death to Atlantic City to get around police. However, they cannot bypass New Age's mercenaries. Reacher and Dixon are out one night when they lead some goons into an empty construction site.
We open fire in a residential area, cops get called. You get locked up. Let's do this without guns.
Reacher engages one with a cinder block before hurtling him onto a pile of them. He then takes down another enemy, whom he ends up eliminating with the help of wet cement. Even by the show's standards, this is a gruesome battle. Reacher himself admits he should have spared one of the mercenaries for questioning.
These guys are pros. Should have left one of them alive.
Yeah, they didn't give us much of a choice, did they?
At least the skilled fighter delivers particularly heavy thrills when he gets carried away. Number 6. The Stairwell. A suited-up Reacher is impersonating a lawyer to question someone about a counterfeiting ring in New York.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to do the right thing. 2 federal agents, multiple cops, and several civilians are dead. I'm working the case privately with the police force down south.
When a henchman is dispatched to follow him on the street, the pair end up dueling with a blade and a bike tire in an alleyway. Reacher eventually uses his tie defensively as he climbs an apartment stairwell. He ultimately wraps it around the enemy strategically, then finishes things off with the help of his own body weight. The episode goes out on one of the show's more creatively choreographed action scenes, with a uniquely harsh kill. Leave it to Reacher to have one of his messiest fights when he's at his dressiest. Number 5. Ambushing Langston.
What are you doing? Get in.
Go find Jane. I'm not done here.
Using New Age employee Marlo Burns to lure Shane Langston to a bus yard was always a risky move. Tragedy does indeed strike after Guy Russo is tailed by goons while protecting the woman's daughter. When Marlo's visible panic blows the setup, the 1/10th takes out Langston's car and henchmen.
It's Russo. We gotta go.
Wait, what's wrong?
Who the hell is she talking to?
Bus guardrails sure aren't protective when Reacher uses them. Langston escapes by helicopter, though, and members of the 1/10th head to finish off Russo's pursuers. Sadly, they arrive only after the detective is fatally shot. It was the show's first major hero death during an action sequence.
Hold on, Russo.
The heartbreaking turn doesn't spoil the thrill of his and the 1/10th's two-front battle. If anything, it raises the stakes for Reacher's final confrontation with Langston.
You killed the wrong guy's friends, asshole.
Number 4. Explosive break-in.
So, it's actually his house. Should we go see what we can find?
Right after we make a stop at the hardware store.
The 1/10th turned the table when they deduced that a house in Queens would be filled with New Age mercenaries. After making a noisy entrance with an explosive, they sneak around the house to take out the surviving goons. The team emerges in bloody victory by gun, knife, and brass knuckle. And when Reacher pursues a New Age employee driving by, he uses a grill to stop the car. The white-collar villain having a fatal heart attack may not help the 1/10th's investigation.
Brian Collins. Who do you work for? New Age? Do you work at New Age?
Are you having a heart attack?
But it's pretty perfect punctuation to the escalating intensity of this set piece. Showing off the 1/10th's individual combat skills and adaptiveness, this is one of the show's most complete spectacles.
All clear upstairs?
Other than this household's dead buddy. All clear upstairs.
Number 3. Home Invasion.
Going hunt?
Yep.
You need anything else? Got a new shipment of deer calls in today.
Not hunting deer.
With the Hubble family away, Reacher occupies their house in Don's war paint. He's all ready for the arrival of Dawson Kleiner's hit squad. He waits outside in the rain to execute the driver and one of the gunmen. Then it's back in the house to take out the other 3 with dwindling discretion. Reacher just barely manages to finish off the last skilled killer in the pool as he gets attacked with a crowbar. As achingly meticulous as this sequence is, the mighty Reacher ends up suffering a lot of damage. It's a nail-biting reminder of just how formidable Kleiner's top men were. Their last stand was every bit as gripping as anticipated.
Reacher.
I figured it out. I know how they're manufacturing their money.
What? How?
Number 2. Warehouse Raid.
Sometime before 6 o'clock, he is gonna come knocking. And KJ's gonna wish he never started this fight.
Reacher and his team need all the firepower they can get when they raid Kleiner's warehouse, where Roscoe and others are held hostage. The heat is literally on when Finley uses a cigarette to start a major fire. The heroes take out an army of henchmen in the fiery chaos. It's all very quintessential action climax, but the sequence exemplifies the show's unique skill in balancing massive spectacle with tightly choreographed catharsis.
Finley, is that you? I know you're here.
Picard, I thought you were dead.
Not yet.
At one point, the usually buttoned-up Finley eliminates the formidable Picard with a hydraulic press. And Reacher finally avenges his brother by kicking KJ into the flames. From the explosive shootout to satisfying villain kills, the warehouse raid caps off Season 1 with every blowout you could want.
100,000 years ago, there were people who stayed by the campfire and people who wandered. I'm pretty sure I'm a direct descendant of the wandering type.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Langston's downfall. Fans had something to look forward to when Reacher told Shane Langston,
I want to throw you out of a helicopter.
but before the second season's ultimate payoff, Dixon and O'Donnell must be rescued from a New Age facility. Langston escapes yet another epic shootout on his chopper, while Reacher infiltrates on takeoff. He then simultaneously battles henchman Parker and keeps the captive Dixon from falling out of the aircraft. She ultimately frees herself from the gurney to finish off Parker. With Langston now defenseless, Reacher finally fulfills his promise.
But in an investigation, assumptions kill.
The villain's fate was sealed when he threw Calvin Franz from a helicopter in the season's opening scene. But the way Reacher delivers that fate epitomizes the show's making the most of action-packed drama.
That was a really cool line, but I hope you actually know where the hell I am headed.
What are your favorite throwdowns on Reacher? Reach out in the comments.
This place is surrounded by barbed wire fence. There's only one exit, and you gotta get past me to reach it.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.